if boots on the ground combat soldiers ever like kick the door down of the drone facility, like, we surrender, and they're like, nah,
no,
no, you do not.
You guys don't take surrenders. I've seen the videos.
Did you see Ukraine struck at Iran?
I saw a headline about that, but I didn't click it. What happened?
It's super interesting to me. So Iran has been supplying Russia with many of their drones. And Caspian Sea is this landlocked sea. Some people call it a lake. I don't really know what makes it which. And you can drive huge cargo ships from Iran to Russia, and kind of no one can do anything about it. Like certainly the U.S. Navy can't get in there. You'd have to build the ship on the lake.
Yeah.
So imagine you want to get something from Iran to Russia. You can just put it on the Caspian Sea there and go without anyone bothering you. Well, Ukraine has recently expanded the range of their drones such that they can attack the Caspian Sea. And now Iran doesn't have a safe way to send drones to Russia. And I saw the ship they took out. It was noteworthy. It's a cargo ship, which, as you know, is like giant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, was that all drones? I mean, maybe there was some Legos and fertilizer and stuff on that too. I don't know. But if that was all drones, a cargo ship full of drones is a heck of a war load.
Yeah.
And now they're on notice that they can't ship that stuff to Russia like they once could. I would assume Iran has its hands full already and isn't shipping as much as they used to, but I'm making that up.
Yeah, that would only make sense. And it's long range. Like just looking at like, even if they're shooting it from the very bottom of Ukraine, they're still going a fucking ways. They're going across a big swath of Russia.
And I watched this guy, Ryan Macbeth. I don't agree with everything he says, but this is one of his mantras. He's like, you don't want to give your adversary problems because problems can be solved. You want to give them dilemmas. And now Russia has to decide whether they want to take their anti-air stuff off the front lines, leaving their soldiers vulnerable to protect their ships, or they leave their ships vulnerable and keep protecting their soldiers. Like, this is a dilemma with no easy answer. And that's what Ukraine's done to them.
So glad I don't have to fight in that war.
Oh my God. Dude, I've said this before, but like, look, there's no reason to think I'd be a good soldier. I've never had any training. I'm just a regular dude. I'm just me. But I do like the idea that how well you do in war is somewhat skill-based. It just feels like you control your own destiny, and win or lose,
I thought
you
you were
suck it
gonna
up.
say the uniforms.
Oh, no. But in this Ukraine war, people die from, like, you didn't do anything wrong. Just drones pop out of the sky all the time. They just snap your life away. You didn't see it coming. They had no real defense against it. It's not like World War II, where or even Vietnam, where like a lot of good decisions would have a lot to do with how well you lived or how long you lived. In this war, like, I don't know. They make you go outside and the drones find you and kill you. And there wasn't a lot you didn't die because you were bad at soldiering. You just died because you got unlucky.
So in like World War
Save
I,
a lot of them. Like if a lot of them could be saved if they just had a good like hunting shotgun. Because sometimes, look, I've seen the clips where the drone hits them going like 80 miles per hour, and it's all they hear like buzz, and they look up and it's on them. I've seen clips like that, and but I've also seen clips where it lazily has to like navigate through a building and through limbs, and it sort of does a ring around the rosy with a soldier around a big tree or something, and all he needs is a shotgun, and he could just be like, leave me alone.
A shotgun and years of experience shooting it. But I agree. But the thing is, I saw these like some sort of special force good thing. I forget what they were exactly, but consider elite American soldiers. And then they had a really fast drone, not a lazy one. And the drone kept taking runs at them. So they turn on the camera and they're like, here's some footage of us surely about to die to a drone. And in this 30-second thing, the drone makes 6 successful runs at them while they're trying to kill it with a shotgun. And he's like, yep, we would have died 5 or 6 times right there. And
yeah, that looked hard. I saw that video too.
Yeah. I sent it to the WhatsApp.
That I don't think I could shoot consistently enough to feel safe in any way. But those lazy ones that come in at like anything less than 45 miles per hour, a fast dove is about 45, 50 miles per hour. And and I can hit that no problem. But once you get faster than that, it's hard to track.
I don't know how fast the war ones go, but drones get fast. They use drones to film Formula One. It's a really neat angle. But if drones are keeping up with F1 cars, they're smoking dubs.
Well, those aren't necessarily. I know they're camera drones and stunt drones. They can do all that. I just don't know if the ones loaded with a warhead can do it. You know?
I prefaced it. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know what the war ones do.
Well, they're not going to start getting slower. Like they're going to get better, and so eventually it's going to be like just 2.5 years ago, AI was like, that's not real. That's AI. That's not a real video. And now, think of where we'll be in a few years with that, based on like how good they are now. Where now anybody can get fooled by some of these AI videos because they look 100% realistic. Same with drones. Drones are going to get better. I was thinking about this, like, in World War I, World War II, really every 20th century war, snipers were seen a lot of the time by their enemies as dishonorable. And so like they wouldn't take them as prisoners. They'd be like, scope on your rifle, huh? So you've been plinking away at us shamefully. You won't face us in combat. Slice that guy's throat. And they just like threw him in a ditch. I think that's going to pale in comparison to like if boots on the ground combat soldiers ever like kick the door down of the drone facility. Like, we surrender. And they're like, nah, no, you do not.
You guys don't take surrenders. I've seen the videos.
It was on Reddit today. A Ukrainian drone hovers right over 2 Russians in a foxhole. And these 2 Russian men are like practically sleeping, nearly cuddling in this foxhole. And you watch these drones, they drop with such precision. As I watch the bomb fall, I'm like, oh, it looks like it's a little off. It's a little off. No, they're never off. They can hit hatches and tanks. They can hit, like, I swear if I held my palm out, they'd hit it. They're so good at it.
They should just start hitting them in the head with like rocks. like add some humiliation to it. Like from Russian like colonel taken out by a lucky magic 8-ball today. Dropped 3,000 feet by a Ukrainian kid plays COD. Yeah, when we thought about war, we never imagined they'd be using the kill streaks on us.
They dropped this bomb in there, and immediately something flies out that I thought was a body, but no one else seemed to think it was, so I don't know. And then the 2 of them seem okay. Like they're pulling the blanket off. One of the guys is kind of hugging the other, which I take as a sign of distress, but I don't know. And the other guy is like just sort of working his legs, like figuring it out. And he seems okay. It's a 2-minute video, a 2.5-minute video at first. And as it unfolds, he starts moving his leg in a weird way, like he has an extra joint above his knee. And you're like, oh, he's hurt. And the other guy who's kind of hugging him stops moving. I think he's dead. It takes him like a minute to die. And then the first guy with the bad leg, I think he's dead too. And the footage just ends. And it's like, God damn, war is hell. Especially like modern war seems unfair. Like all war is hell. I don't mean to knock it. But if we're fighting with spears, it's at least like a battle of skills and wits and athleticism and such.
If we're fighting with spears, the night before we fight with spears, I can find a hole to sleep in and know that you won't dig me out of my hole. Yeah. These guys have nowhere to hide. They are in a foreign country
protection.
where seemingly like the locals might fucking kill you, but if the Ukrainians see you from the sky, they'll just kill you like that. Like it's like the other team has kill streaks. That's so scary.
That's
not the war that you ever want to fight. When I imagine war, we're on the ground and we're looking for the bad guys. And
you know what it's like even if you grew up with like the fetishizing the idea of like I could go to war and like I could get around, right? It very much highlights at this point in time, war is even more RNG in terms of like you are just not going to be safe at any point. You could just all of a sudden be out on patrol and it's like the thermal drone saw you. I'm sorry. Like there's no fighting back.
We're not unskilled.
I'm sorry.
Like what's the counter?
Oregon
no
reckless. You just get notified. You were spotted by a thermal drone. You are dead.
Just like cool.
You have to see the footage because every once in a we've all seen so much death and carnage on the internet that we're numb to it, but this one it got past my numbing agent and I was like fuck, like you said, it's so RNG. These guys didn't do anything stupid that I could see. everyone has to sleep. And in a foxhole, I mean, what were the choices? And fuck.
Yeah. And it's like, you can't, there's no way to like train your way out of it. It's like, oh, that, if that guy was the greatest sniper in global history, it wouldn't have mattered a hill of beans. It's like, but you still got caught by the drone. You're done.
Well, the problem is equipment, right? Like, there's plenty of equipment that would get rid of those drones. There's electronic warfare that would prevent those drones from being able to operate in that area. If they control the area better, then the front wouldn't involve guys who are close enough to RC a drone, right?
Well, I mean, you say that, but then also you're talking about like the ability. All it takes is like one blind spot to let the tiny drone in versus and like the ability to cover all of that effectively.
Israel doesn't have a problem with that. Like first world, like the United States wouldn't either. Like we've got all sorts of things that shoot down incoming projectiles and electronic warfare.
But no, but you have to assume that's putting a lot of assumption that you're even worth the amount of tech that's going into protecting you from that. Like certainly not those guys, right? You'd have like how high up on the chain of actually fighting. So. Yeah, but like how high up on the chain of actually fighting do you actually get drone protection? Like where?
Kyle brings up a good point. Yeah. We're in Iraq now. We were recently in Afghanistan, and that never happened to us. Right.
Our enemies didn't really have that capacity against us. Like,
so they didn't have that capacity. If we were in
IEDs, look, you can learn to detect as to the best of your ability, but at a certain point, you're left to the true randomness of I was the one that checked the pile today, or like we're driving through. Yeah, it's tough.